Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the stream. I got a couple things that I have to do real quick in terms of setting up some stuff on YouTube. Let's see here. The live control, that's what we're going to do. What is up? What's up, Moses? How's it going? Okay, I can actually see the stream. Okay, cool. All right. We are doing good. I'm just trying to get a goal going. Let's see here. All right, we've got that. Let's do 2 hours. And we're going. Okay, so we've gotten a goal started. And let's go. Jump on here. All right, sweet. Well, how is everyone doing today? I know Demo just said that he is about to jump on. And then I've been on for a minute now. So we're just going to jump right into it and get her done. And appreciate you guys jumping in here for the stream tonight. Listen, we're upgrade. Every single time I jump on here, I'm like, oh, we upgraded this, we upgraded that. There was this weird, whenever I went to go back and watch the last stream, there was this weird like blue artifacts all over me. Turns out I had some type of like green screen thing on. So we fixed that. We got a new thumbnail for the video. So hopefully that'll bring in some people. We were able to schedule it this time, so yeah, everything is on our way and going good. What's the best FPV drone company you should get? Well, I can't say that there is one that is the. Excuse me. Oh, great. Here we go again. I can't say that there's one that is the absolute best, but I need to go 16:9. Yes, I would love to go 16:9, but right now, YouTube is pushing vertical formed streams. So, and I am in this backstage kind of group thing directly from YouTube. So until further notice, it'll be vertical until they are done with that, and then we will get to horizontal. But this is what we're dealing for now. What's up, Radbeard? I appreciate the questions, and I appreciate you being here watching. But Moses, back to your question. I wouldn't say that there's one that's necessarily better than all the others. But if you're looking for like a first-time starter kit, I would definitely go with the Betafpv Cetus X. I did a review on that one. That one and the Aquilus 16 are the only ones that I've actually reviewed, so they're the only ones that I can say for certain would be good starter kits. So that's what I would be looking for. Yes, Tony, I know you're Tony. Yes, you are. You are freaking insane, builder. Actually, Tony, I'm glad you mentioned that, because I just got in a flight controller and I'm about to order some motors, and I need a frame to build. So I'm gonna be hitting you up probably here soon for some building advice, because I gotta build another drone. I need a basher. I've got a basher tiny whoop, and I have been loving just absolutely bashing it. And so I'm like, man, I really want to be able to do this with a 5-inch drone. So that's what we're gonna build next, is my basher. So it won't be it will not be the it won't be the cinematic stuff. It'll be for, I want it tough. I'm thinking the TBS Source 1 frame, but you can tell me if I'm wrong on that. And Demo is still here. Demo is our only member this month, so everyone give a round of applause to Demo FPV for being a member. We've got the membership goal over there, so if you want to become a member, go ahead and do that. You'll get to see my videos early, and you'll get a lot more special attention to me in terms of like responding to DMs and that kind of thing. So you get kind of more access to me whenever you are a member. Yes, I am coming to Snowbird this summer. If they'll have me back, you got to tell Austin that he needs to start booking me for it. The summer fills up quick, so I really, really want to come this summer. So hopefully it's first week like last time. I know I've got a vacation scheduled for the summer, so me and Austin will just have to talk dates, but it should work out to where I'll be there for a whole week again, which would be awesome. And I'll bring some more drones. So that means if you've been flying and practicing and stuff, we can fly together. Text incoming. I just felt it buzz. So heck yeah, I will check it after stream. Okay, sick. It's a short. Sweet. Well, I will view that whenever I'm not live streaming. Cause I don't want to, I'm very nervous about like copyright stuff, whenever I stream. So I don't want to, I don't know how that works. I need to look into so many more things when it comes to streaming. Also, I'd really like to get the drone audio going during the stream, but I have to download like additional programs and a bunch of other stuff in order to be able to do that. So I just haven't done it yet, but we're getting there. Every stream we're gonna be better and better. That's a promise. Let's see here. Play It's PG. It's got me in the background. You got a cool clip with your drone today? Oh, heck yeah. Send it to me. I want to see it. Also, the chat, for those of you who have not subscribed already, the chat is subscribers only. So if you got questions for me, you need to hit that subscribe button, and then after a minute, you'll be able to chat. So it's a live stream with you saying something. I'm so confused. Uh-oh. I'm nervous about what it... Did you just make the short? Is that what just happened? Did you just make a short and post it? Trust you? All right, hang on. I'll view it before the rest of the world does. Oh, heck yeah. Tony's got me a Source 1. All right. I watched it. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Look at that. We're going to have... You should just post that as an actual short. And let's all grow together. No, but I will definitely be coming over to grab that. And then you'll have to advise me on motors, because I haven't ordered motors yet. And so I want to figure out... I don't want to do 4S, so I know you're going to tell me 4S. But well, I don't know if I'll do 4. I probably won't do 4S. And then I need to figure out... I don't want to do analog, but I also don't... Well, I think I've got... I think I'm going to take the guts out of the Shin Drone Squirt that I have, because I don't fly it. I still haven't gotten it to fly right. So I'm going to take the air unit out of that one and put it in the Basher. Go 6S 04. So I have an 04 air unit that is just sitting right now because I'm waiting for a mount for my Flylens 85. But I think I'm gonna send I think I'm going to sell one of my sets of V2 goggles, because I've got 2 of them, and buy another 04 air unit for bigger drones. But like, my thing is if I'm flying bigger stuff, I just use like my GoPros and my Insta360s and stuff. So I don't know, like, if I want to spend the money for an 04 to put it in there whenever I've got, you know, air units that aren't going to be used. Like, whenever I put the 04 in my, Flylens, I'll have an 03 cleared up, and then I already have an 03 in my Pavo 20 Pro, And then I've got, my normal air unit and my 5-inch that I have now, and that's just, I don't have any issues with it. I would like to switch everything. Now, here's the thing. I would like to switch everything to 04 air units just so I could only have one set of goggles, honestly, because I'm sick and tired. I've got, 3 different sets of goggles that I use. I've got the goggles 3, the goggles V2, and then I've got my analog goggles. So I'd really like to have everything either just analog or goggles, V3, but I can use the goggles V3 with the O3 air units. So I think I'm going to sell both of my sets of V2 goggles and then get O3 or an O4 Pro air units for everything else. O4 Pavo 20, yes. I actually, an O4 Pavo 20 would actually be legit. I need to buy some more batteries for it. I still only have 2 batteries for my Pavo 20 Pro that they gave me whenever they send it to me for review. I'm also hoping Betafpv this year sends me some bigger drones, because I've got one more Cinewhoop, or one more Tiny Whoop that I'm doing a review for that'll be out this week, which is the Meteor 75. I've absolutely loved that drone. I'm comparing it to the Air 75 and kind of seeing what the differences are. But once that review is done, I'm hoping Betafpv will send me some bigger drones to play with. I really want the Himox. It's the Pavo 20 Pro is what I've got. It's the one I did the review on. So it's got the O3 air unit in it. Yes, and so if I put the O4 air unit in the Pavo 20 Pro, then I could put the O3 air unit in my Nazgul, and then... See, the Flylens 85 that I have, the air unit that's in it is a decased O3 air unit, so it's super light. So I'm wondering almost if I need to, like, I don't know what to do with it. I don't know if I might just need to sell it and get a normal Air 3 air unit, because once I have the O4 Pro, I don't need a decased O3 air unit. I just have lots of decisions. I got to figure out exactly which system I want to jump to, because truly, I would love to have O4 air units for everything, or O4 Pros for everything. But my bank account says that is not going to happen anytime soon. So yes, the O3 does suck in low light. You can tell by several of the drone tours that I've done. I'd really honestly like to... I'm just really excited for my Flylens 85 to have the O4 in it, because with the 1,000 milliamp batteries, I can do my home tours the same that I use my Avata 2 for. And, it's the same camera with the Avata 2, and I'll just get some better footage and things like that, because I want to... I enjoy flying my drone tours with people in them, like in stores and stuff like that. So, that wasn't good. We're gonna see what happens with that. I just heard something. I do have the chat hidden on this one. Let's see. Let's show the chat on here. Oh, how do I go back? Demo is in, or Barnyard is in the session. I don't know who Barnyard is. Demo, I thought you was getting in. Come on, bruh. Yeah, the O3 is not great in low light. I think that's, I just need to get the O4. And that's my thing though too, is like I've got drones that are for fun, and then I've got drones for work. And so like my drones that are fun, I don't mind having the OG air unit in them, because they're not as, important with filming, because they have cameras on top of them. But I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. We'll see what happens. We'll see what my bank account allows me to do. You've got Uncrashed. See, I would love to be playing Uncrashed, but with streaming and playing it at the same time, my computer can't handle it. So until I get a streaming computer, I will be streaming Velocidrone. Whenever you record footage, you can't be bothered to put a GoPro on. Should you record it on to get better footage when I'm flying just to post, or should I do analog DVR like I usually do? So for me, it depends on which drone I'm flying that I'm really concerned with the cameras. So like, for instance, my Flylens 85 is going to be the O3 air unit that I'm going to post from it because I don't mount anything on top of it. Really, the only drone that I'm mounting stuff to is my 5-inch freestyle quad. And even then, I'm only mounting stuff to it whenever I'm not bashing it. Like if I'm trying to get some like building dives or something like that, like if I'm coming down and just doing some building dives, I'll do a GoPro on it. But if I'm doing like really hard freestyle, I don't really want to crack my GoPro because I only have one. So that's one of the things with me is like, you know, I can fly better in a simulator than I can in real life because in real life I don't have backups for my drones. So I don't push them as hard as I would in the simulator. So that's just kind of a thing. But yeah, if you're, I mean, you know, I post on socials. I'll post my we got a subscriber, thank you Ari for the subscription. I gotta fix something real quick because that one's not supposed to pop up there. We're gonna go here. No, I don't want that one. I want that one, that one, that one. Don't want that one. And then this one. Okay, so I did them wrong. Hold up, hang on. We're fixing things, or trying to fix things. Did that just work? No. Okay, I don't know why. We're going to have to change this real quick. I don't know why my stuff is popping up in the middle. We're just going to hide that for now. Okay, it's fine. Everything is fine. Actually, we're going to hide this one for now. Okay, sorry. My alert box should only be showing up, like, blocking the... And we got to fix this. My subscriptions should be on the side of my screen, and then like memberships and stuff should be taking up the whole screen. But for whatever reason, it just did both. But Ari, thank you so much for the subscription. I appreciate it. Hi, your teacher. How are you today? I'm doing good, Alexandre. How are you doing? Osmo Action 5 or GoPro Session 4. The Osmo Action 5 is going to give you way better footage than the Session 4. So I would get the Osmo Action 5. And if I didn't already have... how many action cameras do I have? If I didn't already have 4 action cameras, I would probably buy the... Action 5, but because I've got the Insta360 Go 3, the Insta360 X4, and the GoPro 11, and a GoPro Bones, I don't think I need any other cameras. Although my GoPro Bones doesn't work, so it's junk. That was a bad decision. I sold my Action 2 for the GoPro Bones, and I should have kept the Action 2. But I mean, I could get another one, but you know, money and that kind of thing. You have a GoPro Hero 9. I think the GoPro Hero 9 is better than the Action or the Hero 4. So I would just stick with that or get the Action 5. It's smaller than the Session. What do you have? The Action 2. Yeah, I'm telling you, the Action 2 is the OG. Thank you so much, Brandon, for the subscription. I appreciate it. Welcome to the family. Also, everyone who is in the stream right now, we've got 42 viewers. Hit that subscribe button if you are not already. And if you want to contribute to the stream and chat with me and ask me questions, you have to be subscribed. So go ahead and hit that subscription button. It's free, and I promise you'll enjoy the content that I create. So also, if you want to help me out with my goals, we've got a super chat goal and then a a membership goal. So if you're not a member, go ahead and become a member. You'll get to see access to my videos early, and you'll get more personal access to me, meaning I will respond to your DMs and comments first, and you will get priority. And if anyone in the chat knows who DMs me or has my number, I'm not great at responding. So you will definitely want to be a member so you can get my attention. Ain't that right, Demo? And Tony, too. Let's see here. Used to subscribe to me. Moses, I think I still am subscribed to you. Maybe. I should be. I don't unsubscribe from people. You remember you didn't have a GoPro mount, so you literally strapped a rock to it to prop it up. Hey, listen, modern day issues require modern day solutions. So you got to do what you can. I've done some very questionable things to mount cameras, not necessarily on my drones, but to mount cameras in places because I didn't have the proper mounting. Man, every time I stream, I get the burps, and it's not good. We're not having a fun time with it. Also, I keep crashing, but that's okay. All right, let's try this tower dive. We're going to see if we can do it. Well, Moses or DJ Holloway, if I'm not subscribed, I will after this because, you know, we made that pact this summer, so I will 100% make sure I'm subscribed to you. But yeah, and then we'll have to make a video this summer while I'm at SWO. I'll do a vlog or something about my week there and all the work that I'm doing, and I'll have you help me out and be in it. What's my favorite transmitter right now besides the Boxer? I don't have any. I mean, like, I used to use the Tango too before I got the Boxer. I will say I have been looking at, and this is, I won't say I'm like a brand fanboy, but whenever I find a brand that I like, I normally stick with them. So now that I've found RadioMaster, I would probably say the next controller I'm going to look at getting is the RadioMaster Pocket for tiny whooping, because right now I have to take the Boxer with me everywhere, and it's got some heft to it. It's not easy to just pack around. So yeah, we will be doing the RadioMaster Pocket next. I do have a controller that was sent to me that I will be doing a review on, and I really like it so far. I haven't been able to plug it in yet because I need an ELRS module, and I don't have an ELRS module, but the controller is pretty dope, and it's got way more features than I would ever use. I mean, even the Boxer has way more features than I would ever use. I really just need, arm, disarm, and turtle mode. And that's pretty much all I need. Definitely need turtle mode. Oh, come on. All right, we got closer that time. So yeah, so I would say RadioMaster Pocket is next on my list. I talked about it a little bit last stream. I'm really just needing DJI to let me use my my Boxer on the Avata 2. If I could use my Boxer on the Avata 2, I would be so stinking happy. Speaking of my Avata 2, I'm building a new case, like a new hard shell, like Pelican case thing for it. I've got a smaller one right now that was able to fit my Mini 4 Pro and my Avata in it, but now I've got the Mavic 3, so I had to get a bigger case. And instead of like buying the foam inserts from Pelican, which is like $300, I made my own for like $50, and it actually turned out pretty sick, not gonna lie. So I haven't finished it yet because I stopped doing it to come do the stream, but I will say it's gonna be sick whenever it's done. Tango 2, yeah, I've got the Tango 2, and I know, Tony, you've got the Mamba, which, I mean, we might just need to switch, just swap them out. But yeah, I like the boxy style controllers. I probably will not buy another game style controller, just because I'm a pincher. It's just so much more comfortable for me. You've got the TX16S and a pocket. It feels like the Tango 2. Bit a fan, but you're ex-Tango 2 user, so you might like it. Really? Okay, I didn't realize that it was like the Tango 2. Honestly, I think if I said I'd never buy another game style controller, I mean, if the boxer, or not the boxer, if the pocket is like the game style controller, I feel like it's a little bit fatter. Like it's got, I don't know. We'll see. Because I do need something smaller for tiny whooping is what I want to get it for. And then to my you are the TBS dude. You've got both. Oh, that's right. You did get a Tango 2. We talked about that. Yeah, so I just want something smaller for tiny whooping, just so I like having things work together really well, and like being small bags and only having to carry one bag. So if I can I've got this little, actually I'll show you. I've got this little camera bag right here, and if I could fit my goggles and my radio and my drones in it, I'd be super happy. Right now, it's got goggles and it's got one drone in it, but if I could put my radio in there too, I would be very, very happy. Yeah, pocket all the way, rip and dip. That's what I'm hoping to do. I want to do some gorilla whooping. Like I want to go to the J Mall and rip around there, and then also too, I do need a new FPV bag. I'm kind of looking at the Rotor Riot one. I got the Iflight bag, and it's trash. I hate that bag with a passion. So it was not a smart decision. The foam inserts do not stay at all. Carry 1 5-inch in your Pavo 20 and everything everywhere. You're doing it. You're gonna do the rip around the J Mall. I don't know. There's not many people there. Yes, you do need a demo FPV joined the session. It's about time. Yeah, you do need a tiny whoop. I suggest, this is a new suggestion, get the Meteor 75. It is an absolute blast. I need to share some of the footage from it. Actually, we could watch some footage for a second. You're doing it in and out of all the Louisville malls. That'll be sick. I think St. Matthews would be a fun one to do, and so would Oxmoor too. Vista and analog. That's what I like to hear. Yeah, tiny whoops. I did not start off with tiny whoops. I didn't get a tiny whoop until late last year, and I wish I would have gotten tiny whoop sooner. I feel like I would have progressed so much further along with my drone flying if I would have gotten some tiny whoops to start off with, because they definitely, especially flying inside, you really got to have some accuracy with them, and they help you out so much. So yeah, tiny whoop nation over here. Can we get Tiny Whoop Nation spammed into the chat? Oh, or we can just get a crash spammed. All right, what just happened? There we go. What about the Air 75 or 65? So I have the Air 75, so my next video will be me comparing the Air 75 versus the Meteor 75. The Air 75 is phenomenal. Do not get me wrong. The Air 75, though, is too light for me. And I know that doesn't really make sense because everyone always wants the lightest drone possible. But, like, I'm used to flying heavier drones. Like I fly the Nazgul from Iflight, and that's a heavier drone. Several of my Cinewhoops are heavier drones. So I'm used to having just a little bit of weight to my drone. And so for me, the Air 60 or 75 is a little bit floaty because it is so light. But if you, and it's really just a skill issue. That's all it is. It's me not having the skills to be able to handle it properly. It is a ton of fun. Like the Air 75 is an absolute blast. I ripped it hard around a playground the other day for the review video and just absolutely bashed the snot out of it. And it handled it really well. I thought I was going to break the camera, honestly, and I didn't. Excuse me. And I didn't break the camera on it, so I was really impressed by that, by the durability of it, because I smacked it hard a couple times. So it really just depends on the way you fly and what you want in a drone. But I really, really, really like the Meteor 75. You love the Air 75 except for the fact that Kenny breaks every 5 minutes. Yeah, so I ended up, well, for the review, I put back on the original canopy just so everything was stock. But I printed off a TPU canopy for it, and that canopy has done extremely well to hold on to the drone. And it also brings the camera angle down a little bit, so I don't like flying, if I'm flying freestyle, which is, I don't race very much, but if I'm flying freestyle, I want my camera angle to be at about 15 degrees, and so I think the stock canopy that it comes with is at like 35 degrees, so for me, that's just too much for my flying style. But I mean, once again, it's all about just style and preference. Like I said, I like a little bit of a heavier drone, not too heavy. I just want it to have a little bit of weight to it and not be super floaty. And so that's what that drone is. To get an FPV, you built your first drone. It took you 4 months to finish the build and get flying. So I have the cheapest FPV sim I could fly on Freerider. Should I upgrade to liftoff uncrashed? Yes, absolutely upgrade to uncrashed. It is a blast. And then once you upgrade to uncrashed and play it for about 6 months, then get Velocidrone. Velocidrone just has so many more courses. PLA would work as well. No, so PLA is very brittle. So if you have impacts, it's just going to crack and break. So I would print it in TPU. Personally, I've tried in the past printing things out of PLA for drones, and they just break every single time. It's not worth it. What's up, Chad? How's it going? Welcome back to another stream. Happy you could join us here. And for those of you who are not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and interact with the chat. You must be subscribed to chat. So please hit that subscribe button and let's participate. Ask me all your questions. I'll answer anything that I can, that I have knowledge about. And if I don't have knowledge about it, I'm sure one of the guys in this chat do, because Tony's been flying for forever. 95A and Amazon TPE flexible PLA. So I haven't messed with the flexible PLA like Tony has, which I need to, because he's been telling me to get on it. So I've been doing good, man. I just been working all day today. I've been building a lot of stuff today, building a new case for the drones, printed off some lens covers for my lenses for my cinema camera. And then just did a bunch of editing. So I'm hoping, I've got a drone tour tomorrow that'll be pretty sweet, but I'm hoping tomorrow evening I can get done with all my editing for this vlog, or not for this vlog, for this video, and then have the video posted on Saturday. So yeah, it'll be good, but it's been a busy week. We've had shoots all week, which is great. I love shoot weeks. And then I got done. I had a shoot this past weekend. I feel like I've just been working. Today was kind of like my first day that I could do something other than work, which was really nice. So yeah, we've been going, making that money, and just flying drones. That's about all we can do. All I want to do. Yes, sir, Tony. I got you. I haven't been. I've been mainly doing real estate stuff whenever I've been doing fly-throughs or drone tours. I need to get some more businesses so I can get you in on it, because I want to do some more like choreographed stuff with like people and things like that. But it's just hard convincing someone who doesn't know about FPV drones what that looks like. And you know, I show them my videos and stuff, but yeah, just got to sell it more. Need to sell it more. Sometimes when you crash the ESC and flight controller reset, when I plug in the battery, the ESC powers up. The flight controller doesn't. Any tips? Unfortunately, I do not have any. I have not dealt with that issue yet, so I haven't been bashing my bigger drones to where the ESC would mess up. But Tony might have some insight on that. You went a little overboard and got the TX16S. Wish just got a Boxer or something small. Yeah, the big controllers, big controllers are so nice in your hand, but then like you have to transport it, and that's where things get annoying. I will say I would feel better transporting my stuff if I had a better backpack. Because the backpack that I have now, all the Velcro is trashed and it just falls apart, so everything's all over the place. But yeah, it's the big controllers. They're nice, but they're also, they can be hard and annoying, especially like traveling with a big controller. Yeah, no, thank you. Well, heck yeah, Tony. We'll get it going. I need to. There's a place in E-Town that I'm trying to get to let me fly through. It's an arcade, and I think that would be really cool. But I want to have my my 04 on my Flylens 85 before I do that one, because I will not be doing that one with the Avata. That one will be a real FPV drone. Oh, get there. Oh, missed it. Yeah. Flight box, like for RC planes, you're gonna make something with a Pelican case, I guess. What do you mean a flight box like for RC planes? You're new to the hobby. On Sunday, you had lost link and ended up losing your Cetus X. Oh no! Recommend to get, other than a Cetus X, you still have the stuff the Cetus came with. So if you still have the stuff that the Cetus came with, you can really get any tiny whoop that you would want. So a couple recommendations that I have, if you want something about the same size as the Cetus X, but a little bit more power and a little bit more FPV, get the Meteor 75 Pro. Or the Air 75, or you can get something like the Newbee drone Hummingbird or the Mobula 6. I've got all those drones, and they are fantastic. So yeah, that's what I would recommend. Since you already have the stuff, you don't necessarily need to buy a new setup. Just get one of those drones, and then the batteries that you have with the Cetus X will work with the Air 75 and the Meteor 75 Pro. An A30 port standard. I'm not sure what an A30 port is. I'm guessing that's the battery port. I know that all the drones that I've listed off take the BT 2.0 adapters. Well, that's annoying that it's their own part. The open source B 2.0. I think that's fine. Like, I'm not sure. Yeah, I would have to look into that, because if it's BT 2.0 and that's, the Betaflight one, I mean, I've got Newbee drones and Happy Model drones that use essentially the B 2.0, and they all seem to work fine. So I might be crazy, maybe not, but I think as long as it's that same style, like, it should be fine. I don't think it's like Apple where you have to have a certain charging cable that they've coded to their stuff or else it won't work. It's G&B version. I think it's fine. Am I wrong? It's the same. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, is it was the same. It's just called something different. Well, that's good. Yeah, so all those drones will work out for you. A30 is better. Oh, getting saucy with it. What makes the A30 better? Tony, is A30 the is the A30 is not those batteries that you gave me that one time, is it? What's the simulator you use? I use Velocidrone. That's what I'm streaming on right now. I also have Uncrashed, Trip FPV, and FPV Freestyle, maybe. So yeah, those are oh, sorry, hang on. Man, we got hit with the burps and the yawns. That's terrible. Yeah, Tony knows all of this stuff. Tony's who I go to whenever I have questions. So, if you've got questions, Tony can absolutely help you out. He's built more drones than I don't even know. List those drones from a minute ago. Yes. So we're going to say the Air 75 from Betafpv, the Betafpv Meteor 75 Pro, the Mobula 6 from Happy Model, and then the Newbee drone Hummingbird. Those should be it, I think. Those are all the drones that I've personally flown. Other than that, I can't, I'm sure there are other ones that are great, but those are the ones that I have. You have 5 5-inch, 2 7-inch, 3 2-inch, and 1 3-inch. Holy goodness. Yeah, that's quite a bit. I've got a bunch of tiny whoops, 1 5-inch, the Pavo 20 Pro. I have the Cinelog 25, the Fly Lens 85. I've got quite a few drones. I need some more 5 inches though, but we're gonna work on that together, Tony. My Air 75. Here's what's interesting. They sent me an Air 75 with Crossfire on it, and whenever I was doing my review, or my second review on it, my comparison video, they no longer have Crossfire as an option for that one. And the one I got, I don't think it has ELRS on it. Like, it doesn't have the little cable. Yeah, of course, the Toxic Tanker. I appreciate you commenting and asking questions. It really helps me out. It gives me something to talk about as much as I can talk to a brick wall. I enjoy answering questions and helping out as much as possible. Also, if you are not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as we will be doing streams every Wednesday at 7 p.m. And then hopefully new videos every single week, as long as I can get my editing done. I do run a full-time media production company, so that kind of takes a lot of my bandwidth, since I'm the owner. Here's something exciting that happened this week. I got to apply for another Emmy. Got to submit another documentary I did for another Emmy. So potentially, I will be an Emmy Award winner 2 times over this summer. So I'm really excited about that. So we're gonna win another Emmy. Hopefully, this documentary that we made is better than the first documentary that we made. So I'm hoping that this one definitely gets an Emmy, because I'm quite a bit more proud of this one, and this one's a little bit more serious subject matter. So, yeah, it's gonna be fantastic. So you might see me have to update some descriptions of myself. 2 times Emmy Award winner winning cinematographer Johnny Boy. We do already have one Emmy for my documentary about the bear. And I would say go watch it on YouTube, but it's in a distribution deal right now, so they had to take it off of YouTube. So it'll be on some streaming platform at some point. But yeah, so it's exciting stuff. And I mean, if y'all wanted to have a movie night, I do have the original copy of the movie that I bootlegged. I don't know if I bootlegged because I was working there at the time, but I still have the OG that will forever stay with me. We could do a build live. Oh, heck yeah. That would be a blast. We could 100% do a build live, especially because I'm doing vertical live streams. So we could, well, even if I wasn't doing vertical live streams, we can set up either at my house or at your house, because I've got, you know, my studio set up that's got that massive desk in there. So yeah, we could absolutely do that, or we could stream at your house on the phone. So 100%, that would be a blast, and you could teach me some things and then teach everyone else some things too. Oh, we hit there. Yes, my my house is already set up for it. I've got 3 rooms in my house that I use for filming. I've got this. Well, this room is like my office, and a little bit of gear storage. And then I've got my studio set up where like I actually record most of my videos, and then do work because it's a massive desk, and then also film in the basement for flying. But I know in this year, hopefully, fingers crossed, everything goes well, I will be having a new place to be streaming and working and editing from. So there'll be news on that hopefully this summer. Hopefully in the fall I'll have everything set up, and we'll have some new setups, which will be really exciting. Trying to get into FPV, you're thinking about getting a radio thing in the Boxer. Do you think it's good for beginners? Absolutely. Your boy is currently using the Boxer, and this is the best controller on the market. You can quote it here, Johnny Trigo 2025. We said it. The Boxer Crush is the absolute best remote. I recommend it to everyone. It is my favorite. Yes, it is big, but that's okay. You know, everything's bigger in Texas, so it's just what we got to do. Do I play video games? No, I do not. This is the only, like, quote-unquote game that I play, is just flying. I don't necessarily have time. Oh, did you all see? Someone clip that. Did you all see that? That was so clean. Like, literally so stinking clean. Someone clip that. I don't know who was doing that, but yeah, someone clip it. I need someone to who's like a moderator or something. I don't even have a moderator set up. How do you clip something? Someone help! Because that was sick. I just did that like no looking. I mean, I wasn't even really paying attention and just floated that sucker through. All right, well, that felt pretty good. He said you were talking to the chat. Yeah. Well, listen, you gotta tell me. I read all the chats, so you gotta tell me if you're not talking to me. You said, obviously, I know you don't do anything other than fly drones and play Velocidrone. That's about it. That's my whole life. And then, you know, going to see friends and family and stuff. You got it? Oh, heck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I'm hyped. I was so clean. It's not even funny. I was just like, whoo. I don't even know what I did. I wasn't even paying attention. Couldn't do it again, even if I tried. I've been doing a lot of research and nobody has anything bad to say about it. Yeah, because there's nothing bad to say about it other than it's big. That's the only thing. But if you're a pincher, this controller is perfect because it just kind of like fits your hands good. See how I've got like my fingers right here, and these fingers up here are good for switches and stuff. So if you're a pincher, this one's perfect. If you're a thumber, I would say I can't really thumb. All right, we're gonna try to do a full lap thumbing, and we're gonna see how terrible this is. I feel like this is my first time touching a controller the way I'm holding it. All right, go down. I literally can't go down. Okay. Yeah, if you're a thumber, maybe not. But as a pincher, this is the best controller. I have little hands too, so don't tell anybody. But yeah, I've got little bit, okay. I've got little hands. So this remote is still perfect for me. All right, we're gonna thumb this whole course. So I'm gonna hold my controller up, and we're gonna thumb it. Okay, we're not doing turning is hard. I don't know why. Like, what's crazy is I fly my regular DJI drones with my thumbs. Like, no problem. I've always flown them with my thumbs. But for whatever reason, I started flying FPV pinching, and I have not been able to do it anything else. Like, I can only pinch. I mean, okay, I'm not the worst with my thumbs. I mean, like, okay, maybe I am. But yeah, pinching is definitely. Come on! Whoa! We got close. All right, we're going back to pinching. All right, let's try a lap pinching. You should download Metal, by the way, so you can clip things. Is that a thing? Send me a DM on Instagram with that, or comment it on one of my videos or something, so that I can remember that. Because yeah, I think it would be cool to be able to clip it. Now, the problem is if it's a program that I have to run on my computer while I'm streaming, it's not going to work because my computer literally sounds like it's going to take off right now, because of how much work it's doing. So I really need to get a new setup, but I'm not going to get a new setup. Like, and I've talked about this before, but the way that I, kind of invest into things and stuff is like, if my stream makes me money, I'll invest in better equipment. If it doesn't, then it's just a fun thing, and there's no need for me to upgrade my equipment to anything more than what I've got. So if we get, that's why we've got super chats and memberships and everything like that. It all goes right back into content and stuff. Just like my YouTube videos, like me making YouTube videos, I make not much money a month, but a little bit of money every month. And all of that money goes right back into me buying drone parts and things like that. So, and then I do the same thing, with my business. So my business makes me money. I can get new camera equipment if I need it. I'm pretty set on camera equipment, but there's always room for improvements. But it's always as I grow. I used to buy things in anticipation of me growing, and then the growth wouldn't happen, or it just wasn't the right time for it, and I've burned myself doing that. So now I only invest in things if the demand is there, if that makes sense. So hopefully the program is not actually, I just need to read that chat. I need to stop racing and read that chat and see if it is an actual program. Metal's really good, but you might have performance issues on how you said your setup was. Yeah. So if it's something I have to download to my computer, it's not gonna happen at the moment. Now eventually I am gonna be getting a new computer this year, but it's gonna be a new MacBook for editing, because mine is biting the dust quickly. So we'll get that, and I don't know if the new MacBooks will be able to handle more processing power in terms of streaming and stuff. And if it does, great. Then I don't have to, buy a new setup. But I wouldn't mind having a dedicated PC for this. Short is posted on your channel. Heck yeah, I appreciate it. I'll repost it. Thank you. It just runs in the background. Yeah, but like, even then, I mean, this game is on the worst graphic settings possible. My stream has to be limited and stuff like that. So And I have to close out every single program on my computer before I can actually stream, or else it just freezes up. So eventually I'll be able to get stuff like that and have, clips being made live and things like that. But for right now, the only thing I do is just I clip things after the fact. Oh, also, go over to don't leave the stream, but go over to my shorts channel and hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna stop posting shorts on this channel because they're starting to hurt my long form content really bad. So go to Johnny Trigo Shorts on YouTube and subscribe there to see all of my shorts and clips from the live streams. And then also too, on other social media platforms, you can find Johnny Trigo Shorts as well. And then just follow me on other social media platforms. But hey, it has been in my feed, it's been 36 minutes since we've got a subscriber. So someone hit that subscribe button. The chat is subscribers only. So make sure you're subscribing so you can interact and ask me any of the questions that you might have. The game is called Velocidrone. Is Uncrashed free? What? I had to pay for it. I bought it from Steam. That's ridiculous. You were probably that subscriber. It was the last one in my feed because you have to have your subscription set to public. The last one in my feed was Brandon. But I don't know how it does it, if it does it by username or if you all are just using. I don't know how this works. You got it for free? You're a beta tester? Oh, that's some crap. Listen, Tony, I need some of your connections because you got all the connections in the drone game, and I'm just trying to become a beta tester, just for fun, of course. Okay, that was almost smooth. Did you see me twitch like that? I still twitch whenever I fly. I can't help it. It's so bad. Like, whenever your dad plays a video game for the first time. Hey, we got a new subscriber. Thank you, FPV Promaluco. I appreciate you subscribing, and welcome to the family. Been in the game a long time. Yes, you have. I'm still a baby in this game, if we're being honest. I'm still very much so a small fish in this massive pond, and we're just gonna keep growing and getting better every single year. Truly, it's insane what my skills have progressed to in even just the past year. It's funny. I wish I could see my old live streams to see how I was flying, because I definitely wasn't flying like this whenever I used to stream on other platforms. So, and we crashed. Also, I want to get a stream deck so I can have like every time I crash, like I hit a button over here and it does like the GTA wasted thing. Screen will turn all black and white, and yeah, it'd be fun. But I can get like a stream deck used. Those things I think they're pretty cheap on Facebook Marketplace. Winston got you going, dude. I miss Winston. I haven't heard from him in a long time. But he's also not. I don't think he's in the state anymore. I need to hit him up and see what he's doing and when he's coming back. Last time I heard, I thought he said April he would be back, which is nuts. But yeah, I need to hit him up. And it's crazy too that I even found you, Tony. I mean, I was literally, it was like I want to say it was the first time I was testing my Avata 2. I had literally just gotten the Avata 2 like the day before. And was rolling through the park and saw you. And you know what's crazy is that is the last time I have ever flown that park, because every single other time I've gone to that park, I've been kicked out, which is absolutely crazy. Yes, I was one-wheeling in the park. Maybe I was just one-wheeling. Maybe I didn't have my Avata 2. The only thing is it's hard to find a good drone to begin with. Kind of need to get a more professional drone because you don't have the money to buy mini drones. So I would get a Tiny Whoop. You can you can fly like a professional bigger drone with a tiny whoop. I mean, my tiny whoops feel just like my 5-inch. It's just on a smaller scale, and you can fly in your house. And really, tiny whoops, if you can master a tiny whoop, you can fly anything. It is my opinion that tiny whoops are the hardest drones to fly. But yeah, yeah, Tony's got the hookup. All right, demo, you're hopping off. This drone flying better before next week. Okay, sick. Well, I will do my best to help you, and if not, we'll get Tony to help you out too. We'll get you guys connected, because Tony knows a lot more than I do. But yeah, I'd absolutely love to help. Good luck on your application demo, and I'll holler at you later. I appreciate you hanging out. And look at that. See, everyone? See how Demo's name is green? If you want your name to be green too, become a member of the channel. And he also has a drone propeller next to his name. So every month that you you are a member of the channel, you get a new color drone propeller. And if you've been a member of the channel for 2 years, you get the coveted golden propeller next to your name. So if you want the golden propeller, then like, what's stopping you? It'll be interesting to see who is the first to get the golden propeller. I don't even have a golden propeller by my name, so what does that say about me? But I also don't think I can. I'm about to become a member on my shorts channel just so I can get the golden propeller first. That's what we're gonna do. But that's 24 months, so it's a commitment. Let's do it. Let's lock it in, boys. All right. Look at that dive. I need to do... Oh, hold up. I remember this. Boom. See, I can do it, Tony. Scraping everything you have to get a radio, and I'm thinking to keep just that and simulator a few months and then buy a drone. So MX Bikes, that's exactly what I did. So I got my first controller and then didn't have an extra penny. Actually had less than an extra penny. It was just in over my head in debt because of not smart financial decisions in terms of who I had married back then. And so so I didn't have any money at all. So I played in a simulator for 6 months before I got my first drone. Boom. There's a inverted yaw spin. I can do them. Just not with Tony's drone. I crashed it last time I tried to do it with his drone. Yeah, so I mean, truly, I just do what I can. Most of my drones are for work, so I was able to purchase them because they were making me money. Or I had people buy them for me for Christmas presents. So like my Flylens 85, I told my mom like, hey, I want this drone for Christmas. It's going to help me make money. She didn't, they don't give us Christmas money for full price of it 'cause she had a ton of kids, but like she put money towards it and I was able to put my own money towards it, and so I only spent like $150 on it and she paid the other $150. So there are ways that you can get creative with it, but truly just flying in a simulator is going to get you those skills so that whenever you do end up being able to purchase a drone, you'll spend less time fixing it and more time flying it, which is the goal. And hit up Tony because he can get you going. Also, Tony, I believe your Instagram is also Radbeard FPV as well. So make sure you go follow him on that. Go follow Demo, the member of the channel. And yeah, absolutely. Your rates are 7670, 0, LOL, all three at the same time. What do you mean? So I know my rates, I fly at 800 now. I've been slowly increasing my rates over the course of the past year, and I'm really liking where they're at now. Oh, that was almost clean. Almost clean. Come on, boy. What's it like working with drones, taking 107 around winter or next spring for actual work? I love it. I absolutely love it. So it's especially nice too because so for drone work versus my cinematography stuff, I can actually charge a lot more, especially for FPV stuff, than some of my cinema. Now, let me say this. Now that I have an Emmy, I can charge a lot more for my cinema stuff because I've got some weight behind my name. But before I had the Emmy, I could charge more for my drone services than I could my cinematography services. And I mean, it's awesome. Like, I will show up on a shoot and fly for an hour and make couple $100, especially if I'm flying FPV and I get to do what I love. And it's fun. I mean, truly, like, I get to do what I love right now. I'm literally flying drones and talking to you guys and like growing my channel. And what's crazy is I would be doing this on a Wednesday night from 7 to 9 anyways. I play almost every single day. So yeah, it's just so much fun to be able to work with drones and to be able to, like I would fly all the time if I wasn't getting paid, that kind of thing. So it's how they always say, like, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. Well, I still work. I mean, there are still things that I have to do in my business and stuff that I don't enjoy, like taxes and accounting and stuff. But anytime I can fly drones, like I jump on it without hesitation. And I mean, and there are even jobs where even if it's just a cool location and it's not something that I would normally get to fly, I'll offer to do things for free sometimes just because I want to fly that badly, and I know that it'll look good on social media. I know that it'll like help promote me, but I only do that if it's going to benefit me as well and not just the other person. I don't just hand out free work for doing free work. It's got to be a benefit to me. But yeah, so working with them is so much fun. There is, you've got to, especially with FPV, there's a lot of pressure. You do have to, I mean, you have to perform. You have to be good at flying in order to be able to get money. But yeah, it's so much fun. And then whenever you have your Part 107, like, you just don't have the fear of getting in trouble. Because I flew drones, and I think the statute of limitation is up, but I flew drones. I first got a drone like 9 years ago, and I was flying it for my business without a Part 107. And whenever I found out that you had to have a Part 107, I looked at what the test was going to entail, and I thought that that was going to be too much for me, and so I didn't get it, and I ended up selling my drone. So I didn't fly for about 3 years. And then I picked up another drone, got my 107, and everything was great. But it was the same story with FPV, as I was scared of building, and so I never jumped into it whenever I wanted to get into FPV 9 years ago. And so it's just one of those things where you just got to do it, and it takes the pressure off you, and you can charge more. Which, I mean, it's crazy how many people are using drone pilots that are not Part 107. And like, whenever, especially like realtors and stuff, and whenever you let them know, like, hey, you could be fined $10,000 per listing that someone used a drone with that was not a Part 107 pilot, and that makes them go, oh, you're Part 107, sweet, I'm gonna hire you. So there's definitely a ton of benefits to it, and then you just get to do what you love. You've been class through your school that eventually lets us work to a 107. That's awesome. That's the way to do it, because you really get to know the material. I know a lot of people will just kind of speed run the Part 107, and like, it's kind of in their brain for the time being, and then it's out of their brain. But I took about 3 months to study for my Part 107, and I just retained the information so much better. Wolfie, what's up? How's it going? Have I ever tried fixed wings before? I haven't. I really want to. I've seen some very cool, like, video footage of some fixed wings that I'm like, but also I don't have the money to invest in another aspect of this hobby. So if someone wants to send me a fixed wing drone, absolutely, I will do it for the videos and would love to do that. The controller that I'm reviewing is actually mainly for fixed wings, and so I'm like, man, I have a controller that can do it, and I've got the receivers and stuff. Now I just need the plane. How do you determine your rates, if you mind sharing? So it's really trial and error. I wish I could say that there was some magic number on, oh, well, this is exactly what I did and how I was able to like increase my rates and stuff. But like I will say the stick throw on the Boxer is a lot longer than the stick throw on the Tango 2, and so I increased my rates whenever I went to the Boxer just because I felt like they were a little bit too slow. But it really, like, I started off with like insanely slow rates, and then as I got more comfortable and as I built up speed, I just slowly started increasing them until I got to a point to where it was comfortable. And so I'm at like, so I do 800 on pitch, 800 on roll, and then 720 on yaw. And that's where I've got all my drones at, and I very much so love it. I'll even fly like my cinematic stuff with those rates as well. Fly stock rates. Yeah, absolutely. You know, even in several of the videos that I do, my drones are on the stock rates, especially because it's a review video. But I feel like there's not anything wrong with the stock rates. You're going to get a lot, whenever you get into this hobby, you're going to get a lot of people that have a lot of opinions about everything that you do. And all I can say is just do what works for you. There is no one exact right way. Like, some people enjoy higher rates, and that's great for them. Some people enjoy slower rates, and that works out well for them. It's all about your personal preference. Like for me, I prefer the Meteor 75 Pro Betafpv drone over the Air 75, and that's just a personal preference. I know so many people that would prefer the Air over the Meteor, and that's completely okay. So yeah, just take it slow, just experiment with things, just adjust your rates, fly for a little while, and don't just like go outside and like pop it up and then bring it back down. Like, go into a simulator, adjust your rates, fly for, 30 minutes with those rates, really get used to them and see if they work for you. Going good. Let's see here. The info, just don't want to pay the man over this. It's foam, fixed wing. We can build them. Fly stock rates, going good. Tried your new goggles on your 4-inch today. Absolutely beautiful with a steady view receiver. It's incredible that it held good connection. Dang, look at you. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that the testing went well. I'm doing good. I've been just busy all day working, and then building some things, printed off some 3D prints, and made some cases for some drones. And so, yeah. 107, yes, that is the license that you need in order to make money with drones here in the United States. You ain't gonna lie, Johnny's got the most majestic beard I've ever seen. It used to be better. If you go back and look through like old videos and stuff, it used to be like down to here. Now, I will say Tony's got an absolutely insane beard. His was much more glorious than mine, but mine was pretty dense. You could get a comb stuck in it, so I feel like it was pretty good. But I cut it off just because I want to look a little bit more clean shaven, not clean shaven, but a little more professional. I am the face of my company, and I work with big corporations and stuff, and yeah, so I cut it just to clean myself up a little bit. Just because I am a business owner. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to stay like this forever. I'm definitely going to grow it back out. But I go through phases where like I get tired of fixing it. And that was really my big thing of why I cut it off, is because I was making a video every single day for like 100 days straight. And I just got tired of waking up every single day and fixing my beard and straightening it and all those things. And so I just cut it off so it would be easier. Is it international? Like, do you need one in Europe? In Europe, you need something different, I believe. I don't know what it's called, but there is license. It's based on country, so there are licenses that you have to get if you're in. Oh, we're glitching. Computer might be getting hot. There are different licenses for different countries. So I know Canada's got their own. I'm pretty sure Europe has their own. I don't know what other companies or what other countries have their own, but those are the three that I believe have their own. Yeah, 15 years not shaved, absolutely. Goodness gracious, I need to quit yawning. I've been up since 5 this morning, so I apologize. I'm not tired. We're doing good. We're getting through it. So I hope I'm not Hope I'm not feeling like low energy to you guys, because we're full of energy. We got this. Yeah, 15 years with no shaving is absolutely nuts. A2COFC for UK, similar for the rest of Europe. If you could fly in one location you've always wanted to, where would you go? That is a great question. If I could fly in any location, I would definitely hit up some national parks here in the United States, because no one is allowed to fly in those. I like Tony's. Swiss Alps, yes, still did. It's a rare thing. It's not impossible, but it is very much so a rare thing to be able to fly in some of those locations. So, probably there. I would love to be able to go building diving in New York City. That would be just absolutely mental. But they've got restrictions and stuff there, so that won't be happening. But yeah, pretty much anywhere that you're just not allowed to fly, that's where I would want to fly. I would love to fly. I would love to fly my drone like through an actual airport. I think that would be sick. You've flown in Turkey? That's insane. Mediterranean Sea, yeah. The pyramids. Like, could you imagine diving a pyramid? That would be just to the top of the pyramid and just coming down. That would be insane. You're from Norway. FPV isn't very common, so I think it could be cool to be one of the first ones in my town to start. Absolutely. That was one of my thinkings and why I started. Whenever I started FPV, I did not know of anyone other than the guy who got me into it that did it in my city. He was the only guy that I knew. Now, as I got more into it and stuff, I met more people, and I realized that there was a little bit more of a community. But really, like, there's Tony, and there's probably like 3 or 4 other guys that I know that fly that I haven't flown with. But other than that, there's not much of a scene here. So even like in my city, it's not very big. Now, in America, obviously, there's a whole lot of pilots, but America's pretty big, so. Imagine diving the Burj Khalifa, or however it's spelled. I don't know if I know what that is. I was homeschooled, so I apologize. Marhaba. I don't know what Marhaba is. Once again, I was homeschooled. You can talk to my mom about that. Out of roughly 122,000 people in your city, you only know of like 5 to 7. Wolfie, that's about the same. I think, well, no. Louisville might have like 1 million people in it. Am I wrong, Tony? And there's not many FPV pilots here. Burj Khalifa, world's highest building. Gotcha. Oh, yes. I know exactly what you're talking about. That would be absolutely insane. They follow success and the crazy not needed. Tony is the 4S king. He is very much so convinced me that I need to run 4S. If I had more batteries for 4S, I would, but all my batteries are for Cinewhoops for 4S. But yeah, I'm a 6S'er. We fly 6S. It's not necessary, but still do it. There should be a Snap group where every FPV pilot can show all the clips they have got. That would be super sick. I don't know. Do people like our Snapchat groups a thing like that? I know Discord is. There's a bunch of pilots in your area, but because you're young, none of them want to fly with you. That's crazy to me. I would love like my one of my friend's kids, but he's also my kid, or not my kid. He's also my friend. He's wanting to get into FPV, and he's like 16, and I'm like, absolutely, let's do it anytime. Like, I'll come pick you up. We can go fly wherever. I'll be your visual observer. Like, anything you need. He hasn't hit me up for it yet, but it's one of those things where, like, absolutely, the younger people are starting off. Like, he's 16 and starting off. I was 27 whenever I started. No, 26 whenever I started off. Your brain just works so much faster. Like, there's this one guy who was on my TikTok a lot. He was like 14 years old, And I watched some of his FPV videos, and the kid was the most insane pilot I've ever seen in my life. Like, he was so good. He's such a fast racer. He was like 9th in the world or something like that. His name was like Flyboy or something. And yeah, it was absolutely insane. No need to spend $25 on a battery when you got two for them. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't blame you. Well, that's what I'm thinking with the Pavo 20 Pro is like, I can just buy like 4 or 5 batteries for it, and they're 3S, and so they're pretty cheap. I just need to buy them. Yeah, flying alone. I mean, I don't ever fly alone because I always have a visual observer whenever I fly. But yeah, I understand completely flying alone. I fly my cinema drones alone all the time. But FPV, I always have a visual observer whenever I fly. But yeah, it's hard flying alone. Let's see here. You fly 7-inch in your backyard. That's nuts. You should download Acerto cords with chase drift cars with. See, that sounds like a blast. I wonder if my computer could handle that. I know I wouldn't be able to stream it, but I wonder if just like in general, because my computer can handle like uncrashed by itself, just not with streaming. Makes me worried about people approaching me while I'm flying. Yeah, absolutely. Especially like Louisville just keeps getting sketchier and sketchier, and so it's just not a thing. You just don't really want to do anything alone here. How do you pitch for flying real estate fly-throughs, or are you known in your area that you are the guy to contact? So right now I am known in my area as the guy to contact. There's one other pilot that I know of that is like big in the real estate world. I just pitch my stuff to people. I'll, send it to people. I'll ask friends if they know of any real estate agents. I'll offer, free tours sometimes. I have offered free tours in the past of like, I wanted to get my portfolio going. So I would say, hey, if you've got a house that's worth more than $500,000, I'll fly through it for free, kind of thing. So that way, because bigger houses are always more impressive. Most people don't want you to fly through like a 2-bedroom house, like a 1,000 square foot house. Like my house, I wouldn't suggest. My house is, yeah, because my basement, but like most people aren't going to fly through little houses, so you want to fly through big houses starting off in order to get your name out there so that you can do it. So just reach out to realtors that that are kind of like the premium realtor and be like, hey, I'll fly through. If you got any listings that are over 500,000, I'll fly through one of them for free for you, just so I can show you my services, kind of thing. And then that gives you promotional material. But it's got to be, if you're going to do free stuff, it's got to be mutually beneficial to you and to the person. It can't be this thing where someone's like, oh, hey, can you fly for my daughter's birthday party in the backyard? I'll tell everyone that you did it. Like, that's not what we're doing. We're doing free work only if it's mutually beneficial, and not this thing of like, oh, well, you're going to get exposure. Now, sometimes exposure does work, but it depends on the right exposure. And who you're being exposed in front of. And if it's a in-person thing where I can talk to the person, or if they're just like, oh, well, I'm going to share it on my story, well, that doesn't really do much for me. Let's see here. Oh, man, I need to catch up on some chats. Y'all are going quick. I love this. Let's see here. Any LiPo recommendations? You got CNL's Black Series 6S. So I use 1300 LiPos. I just have the RDQ LiPos. I'm gonna be honest, I have not searched into LiPos to be able to tell a difference between any of the LiPos that I fly, or like brands or anything like that, so I really just don't know. LinkedIn, yes, LinkedIn is absolutely amazing. I do post a lot of stuff I post at least once a week on LinkedIn. It'd be so relaxing to just fly FPV with a friend, just talk to them for as long as we want to have fun. Absolutely. No, me and Tony have done that, and it's so much fun. I mean, even truly, like, we've gone out to fly, and we flew maybe 2 packs a piece, but we were out there for 2 hours just talking about different gear and things like that. It's just so much fun to have someone to bounce stuff off off of. And even then, like, you know, Tony's pushed me to be a better pilot. Tony's a better pilot than I am. And so, hey, we got a new subscriber. I do not know how to pronounce that, but I appreciate you subscribing. Thank you so much. But yeah, Tony's pushed me to be a much better pilot. And so it's one of those things where flying with someone is always just so much better. Actually give you something to chase. Yes, would love that. Do I ever get in trouble for that one video where you chased the birds over a bridge? I did not get in trouble for that video. So I was not specifically I wasn't specifically chasing the birds. It just kind of happened, and I didn't get very close to them. And so it really wasn't a thing where I was going to get in trouble. I think if I was actually like flying among the birds and trying to endanger them, it would be a thing. But I was just kind of following their same path for a second, and then I quickly, you know, changed paths and stuff. So I wasn't actively trying to hurt the birds or disturb the birds. Those birds are on that bridge. That bridge is visited by thousands of people a day. They're used to having interaction and stuff. So got a funny little event for you to imagine happened to me once and be no, you're good, Parker. It just no, I didn't get into any trouble with it. I was a little bit concerned. There were some nasty comments there for a little while, but I don't think anyone reported me or anything. Imagine this: you're outside in the summer, whoop at sunset. Suddenly, you hit a bird. What do you do? That is a great question. I don't know what I would do. I've had birds swoop at my drone. Like I've been flying like my Mavic or something, and bird will come out of nowhere and try to hit my drone, and I see it on my sensors. That's terrifying. You actually couldn't find the bird after. I think it was a bat, but 100% it was hunting for the whoop. Yeah, no, it is terrifying. So I was flying a job like probably in January, and I was flying at this quarry, and the more I was flying, so I was flying FPV and I was flying my normal cinema drones, the more I was flying, the more like hawks that were showing up and like circling the quarry. Turn right, you are right, MX. I appreciate you. I do need to turn right a lot more. I was flying around the quarry, and there were hawks just circling me like crazy, and it was absolutely terrifying. And a couple of them swooped on me, and the guys at the quarry were like, "We've never seen this many birds here before." And I'm like, "Well, we've also never had a drone here before, but it's terrifying that they're coming for me." You were hit by a hawk when you had your 7-inch. It's just so scary. Like, it's one of those things where obviously I don't want to endanger any animals or anything like that, but like they attack us. Like, it's not this thing of like where I'm sitting here trying to find birds and fly against them and stuff. They will legitimately find you and attack you, and it is terrifying. The simulator is called Velocidrone. It is a drone simulator. You can get it from their website, but there are other simulators that you can play. This one is just the one that works best with my setup and with streaming. Didn't find the hawk. Yeah, I bet you didn't. It was funny. I was at my girlfriend's the other day, and a hawk tried to eat one of her dogs. Well, it was circling like it was gonna eat one of her dogs. She's got a bunch of little corgis running around, so they look like little rats to the hawk, I'm sure. Thought it was liftoff. No, I need to get liftoff. I don't have it, but that one's a little bit more graphics intense than this one and doesn't run as smooth, I don't think. I don't know. I don't want to buy it though and it not work. I'm always nervous anytime I buy a new simulator that it's not gonna work. Worst bird is seagulls. They're a-holes. Honestly, seems like quite a few people get into drone bird flights with seagulls. Yeah, absolutely they do. Seagulls are just annoying. I mean, even if you're not flying drones, seagulls are just annoying. They just have, like, no boundaries. Like, come on, bro. Hawk killed 2 of your chickens. Yeah, that's not a fun game to play. Hawks will... That happened to my mom's chickens, too. She had some hawks, and we had some foxes take the chickens as well. That wasn't fun either. Yeah, not gonna read the toss some bread comment out loud, but interesting. Didn't know you could do that. Had a lipo catch fire one time because 2 wires from the balance lead snapped and touched and sparked a fire. It burned down leaves in a 2-foot radius. So I had a battery. This is terrifying, and I will never say who the customer was or anything like that. But a long, long time ago, I was doing a home tour, and I had lipos in my bag, in my chest bag, and I didn't have them in a lipo safe bag because I was about to fly, and I just wasn't, super lipo safe conscious. My tool, that was my metal tool that was in the pouch with my lipos, touched one of the balance leads, and all of a sudden I'm in this homeowner's closet while they're in their house not knowing, and my bag starts smoking, and it caused my lipo to catch on fire, and I had to run outside real quick without them knowing and stomp out the battery and then throw it away and continue on the drone tour just like no one noticed, and it was terrified. So yeah, keep your lipos in lipo safe bags and do not put metal tools in the same pocket as your lipos. This is a PSA. I'm sure everyone knows that, but I did not have that common sense at the time or that day. So, yeah, the more you know. It was not a petition to... yes, I am for the petition to ban seagulls. 100%. Let's do it. Because, pigeons aren't real birds, so I'm wondering, what's going on with the seagulls, which organization that they are with. You'll sign. Should you just throw away lipos, or should you go through the process of calling toxic waste service and having them pick it up? That is a great question. I have no idea because I still have every single lipo battery that I've ever had. I have 4 of them that are bad in a lipo safe bag in my basement that I do not know what to do with yet. So, yeah, that's my story on lipos. I still have every single lipo I've ever flown. I need to dispose of them somehow. I heard that, now this is not advice, but I heard that you can take them and put them in a bucket of water, and it'll neutralize them or something, and then you can just throw them away. Cut the leads, don't let them touch. Closest you got was when you bought a RC crawler secondhand, and it came with 3 lipos. One was unused in perfect state. The other 2 were about as round as a pencil. Oh, goodness. Yeah, they're terrifying whenever they get puffy. It's just like a ticking time. You just know something bad's going to happen. Salt water. Yes, that's what I meant, Tony. Salt water. Put them in salt water. Do you really cut the leads? That's scary. It's got to be salt water, or just discharge them with a lipo charger. Can you discharge them with a lipo charger and then toss them? I don't know. I'll have to look into that. I need to get rid of these lipos because I want my lipo bags back. I've got 4 lipo bags, and 3 of them are being used for dead batteries. Or bad batteries, I should say. I did have one. I feel like I've had one vent in my house before, but I'm not sure. And I think it was only one cell that vented. Some have just an easy way to get the leads to not touch, just cut them different lengths. Yeah, I would say that's an easy way to get them to not touch. You could snip one really short and then snip one long. Not too long. I don't know. Tony, I'm just gonna bring my batteries to you and let you dispose of them. That scares me. I'm gonna get a dedicated lipo disposal. If they're puffy, you're scared to connect them to any kind of charge or discharge. Absolutely. I 100% agree with that. If they are puffy, I don't want to do anything with them. Not even a little bit. Also, thank you for the 34 people that are in here today. I appreciate you hanging out. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and interact with the chat. You have to be a subscriber in order to interact. So hit that subscribe button, wait the required 60 seconds, and then you can jump in on the conversation too. So we, Any Games subscribed 8 minutes ago. Thank you, Any Games, for the subscription. I apologize that I missed it. But we haven't had a subscription in 8 minutes, and I think it might be bugged. So someone test that out. and see if a subscription will come through, because it's kind of odd that it's been 8 minutes. It should have been quicker than that. So yeah. What are thoughts on the leaked HD0 Box Pro goggles? I have not seen them, so I don't have any thoughts. But also, I'm going to be honest, I'm a DJI pilot, and I will not be switching to anything else unless they send me something. So if Walk Snail or HD0 or someone wants to send me a whole system, we can talk. But if I'm paying for it, I'm going to go with things that I already have, so I don't have to buy new systems. But I'll be interested to see what the new HD0 stuff is. Funny story here. You had a drone pilot project at school last year. Total failure. Long story short, some doof wanted to know what happens if you left the positive and negative of a LiPo touch. Oh, yeah, I guarantee you had to evacuate. Guarantee it vented and spewed nasty sulfur-smelling smoke into the whole school. Bro, DJI, listen, it works, and that's all I care about. So it's so funny. I get so much. I love my Avata 2 so much, and people give me so much crap for it. I don't love it because it's an amazing drone. I love it because it makes me money. So let's not get it twisted. It's jack of all trades. We talked about that last night. You put it on your Facebook. You fly V1 DJI. Yeah, Tony's got the OG DJI stuff. What time is it for me right now? It is 8:31 p.m. Eastern time in the evening. There's now a burn patch on the floor. The thing that kind of smells like burned pizza, popcorn, and nail polish. That's terrible. I just don't like, I'm gonna be honest, there are some things that just aren't meant to be messed with. And I think LiPo batteries are something that you just don't play with. Like, the kids should have been smarter than that. 1031. It's not 1031. Tony, I know you lying. There ain't no way it's 1031. Was ripping a bando the other day over the roof. Had to bring a ladder out to get the quad back. The battery's completely drained. Ooh, that's no fun. See, that's what scares me about flying bandos is I only have one 5-inch. So I just really cannot afford to lose the whole drone completely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the yawns are getting closer and closer together, which means your boy needs to go to bed soon. I'm going to call my girl and then go to bed. Been up since 5 a.m., so I appreciate you all hanging out with me and chatting with me during the stream. We will have a new stream every single Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Mark your calendars. I appreciate y'all hanging out, and I will see you next time. Oh, and hit that subscribe button. Go for it. Just touch it real quick. Just real quick. 04 air unit, last thing, 04 Pro is absolutely enough quality for some clients. It is the same camera as the Avata 2, and I use the Avata 2 for clients. So with that, I am out. See you guys.